What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Brian James, and I'm back with my guy Philly Guy. What's good, Philly Guy?
Man, we got NBA playoffs, we got college football playoffs, we got the NFL draft just wrapped up.
Man, great
I'm ready.
great sports weekend, to say the least.
Yes.
To say
If you
the
like hockey, that's going on too.
Yeah. So we had a great sports weekend. We're back this week with more CFB underground sports gaming action. We got Madden playoffs about to start. You know, it's a lot going on, man.
It is. Yes, it is. But there's nothing new about this matchup here tonight.
No, this is a very familiar matchup. It's like we see it every season.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. You know, they're the cream of the crop. They rise to the top. They never eat a pig because the pig is a cop, or better yet, a Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just saying. Sometimes those bars, they just come to me, and I don't understand them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely was nursery rhyming right there. I liked it. Yeah. Back to the 80s. Back to the 80s when Jordan was wearing the short shorts. Magic had the short shorts.
Back when Bo Jackson was unstoppable. How about that? In Tech Bubble. How about that?
They say they screaming plagiarism in the chat.
It's a remix. I know y'all listening to that Madden soundtrack, and you know dang well Quavo ain't come up with no flyaway. Stop it.
Plagiarism in the chat. But yeah, but nonetheless, we got a big time matchup right now going down. And you gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not about talent. It's about adjustments, and then who can add that wrinkle to the offense and the defense to get the big plays going. Last time, left anything that he wants to unveil tonight, because they will probably meet up in the playoffs.
Well, if Dimes loses this game, there's a possibility that he's out.
Well, I mean, you never can tell.
It's winning you're in, losing you're out, bro. That's what it is. It's for Dimes. It's a win or go home game. All or nothing. All or nothing.
It doesn't feel like that, man. I mean, he only has 3 losses.
Yeah, it's win or go home for this guy. It's another guy with 3 losses, so that would give him 4 losses to put the guy with 3 losses in. Georgia's waiting. I think Georgia has 3 losses as well. So it's, you know.
I mean, it's crazy about what could potentially happen.
If you have a chance to put him down, no, get rid of Dimes, do it. Take the chance now, get rid of him early. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. Don't play with your food like my New York Knicks did last night. Don't play with your food.
Don't play with him. Get him out of there early, man.
Yeah. Because then, you know, you end up regretting it.
A lot of new faces in the playoffs this year. We got Mississippi State. We got young guy Limitless, who's been not a new face but a familiar face. But you know, he's starting to make a name for himself as being one of the more elite players in the league. He lost to BKP, so he'll probably take the 5 spot as of right now, unless for some reason Honcho loses this game and Dimes gets the bye. You know, so it's a lot riding on this game, man. A whole lot riding on this game. Shout out to VTech in the building.
You know, it's too early to tell. The question is, who does the chat want to win? Because you can talk about Dimes, but if you don't have any first-hand experience with Dimes,
everybody
you might say, let him in. I don't care.
Honcho is the man when it comes to college football, right? Everybody knows Honcho's going to be there when the smoke clears. He could take his time, lose this game. You know, players get to play in game, because if he loses this game, he's going to be playing a computer in the first round anyway. You know, right? So, does he want that easy route? You know, so if you want to go the easy route, he can say, or he can take the bye and risk playing one of the better players that snuck in, you know. But in my opinion, the easy route would be lose this game, play the computer, play Wisconsin, and then find yourself in the semifinals.
Like that, but it really is just that easy.
It's for him. It can really be that easy. Like just to you know, get the lesser of the lesser of multiple evils that are in the playoffs right now. He can just kind of omit the top tier players and just go use that top side of the bracket and cruise to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
But Dimes is already chewing clock.
That tells you he came for it.
That tells you that he knows what's at stake here. He knows exactly what's at stake here.
All or nothing.
All or nothing.
And the sad part is Honcho is always doing the heavy lifting. That's why I can't complain about him having won, these different championships, because heavy lifting.
Yeah, he's been doing heavy lifting for a long, long time now. He's been carrying the Xbox League for a while. I'm not saying that the rest of the guys can't compete or won't compete, but that's the end of the first quarter, and that was the fastest first quarter we've seen in the SEC championship since we've been doing this.
Yeah, we have.
Dime is playing score, get a stop, score again in the second half, and not have to play anymore the rest of the game. So just get in, get out. I see the game plan that's in play here. A lot of people hate that chew clock scheme, but me, if you know you're playing a better player, that's what you better do. You better chew clock to keep that score down, because what happens is you play a better player, you get blown out, you fall further in the rankings because you gave up a bunch of points, and then later on you're asking, how did I not make the playoffs? So I beat this guy, that guy. Well, that one game you got blew the hell out. That's gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure in those tight games, or you got a big game matchup, and you're the underdog. If you can't win the game, keep it close, get out the game, because those points add up at the end of the season. And you have to beat those unranked opponents if you're ranked. So that's another great run.
I mean, this is a strategy, and I'm pretty sure chewing clock to reduce the number of possessions and just increase the likelihood of victory. It's not a strategy favored by many, but it's in the game, and it is what it is. So, Dimes feels like this is going to give him a better opportunity to beat Honcho than if he does win this game and get into the playoffs. Expect to see it again. So if you're watching, just know it don't matter how many stars he got on the field. It's about whether he feels.
Ooh, holding penalty. Bring that back.
Now the referees are intervening.
Intervening, man. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? You're playing against the Honcho. People know what's at stake here. Honcho knows what's at stake here. And you got to get it done somehow, some way. Somehow, some way. Big time matchup. Like I said, this is one of the bigger matchups, the better matchups. One of the matchups we look forward to, that Honcho Dimes rivalry. Wide open, makes a man miss, and gets to about the 7-yard line, making it second and goal at the 7.
And that was a huge play because he got 13 yards, and obviously this is going to be 4-down territory for him. But he can run his offense, he can run the ball. Pretty much do what he wants to do.
Great defense right there. Honcho with that aftershock linebacker making a tackle, putting a little wear and tear on that body. Slowing that back down a little bit. That's what you got to do, man. Those players with abilities, you got to get those players in position to make plays. Here we go. Ooh, and a big hit at the 1. Prevent him from getting to the end zone. And Dimes is going to go for it. Honcho calling an early second quarter timeout. Stopping that clock, making it a 4th and goal. And this plays everything right now. What do you think Dimes is going to do right here, Philly? You don't know? Okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I mean, you know.
You waiting for the play art to pop up?
Pretty much, you know.
Wait. Where did previous play come from?
Stream sniping.
Wait. Where did previous play come from?
Hey, not only previous play, but Honcho has been able to.
Wait a minute. Why does Honcho have previous play accessible to him right now? Check those settings, Philly. Go to the game and check those settings.
All right.
For some odd reason, previous play was available to Honcho just now. I haven't seen previous play all year. But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's something that they put back in the. I don't know.
I mean, are you trying to stop them from playing right now? Like, what are we talking about?
I'm just trying to figure out why that previous play. I haven't seen previous play all year, and all of a sudden, there's one guy who has previous play available to him.
But you know, that's the thing. When you're this high up, how do you know that this is not a gift that the college football gods give you?
Hey man,
you don't have any more. You don't have any more golden points to earn.
Yeah. I haven't reached that level yet. Maybe there's something on there that gives you that access when you get the previous play, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Previous play again. Maybe he's got unlocked something that's giving him the ability to see the previous play, but I have not. That's a huge advantage.
Stream sniping.
Why stream snipe if you can see previous play? You just check out the play.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's less work involved. It's less work involved. But either way, it didn't stop Dimes from scoring. So
no, it didn't. It didn't stop Dimes from scoring. And Dimes was one of the people that was pro stream sniping anyway. So
there you go. You know?
Who cares? Let's get it.
6-1, half a dozen on the other.
All right, 30 inches at the 22-yard line. And Honcho is trying to get back into this ball game. Great tackle by Dimes, but doesn't prevent the first down.
It's a game of inches. So, you know, the question is going to be, is Honcho going to pick up the pace?
Well, breaks the tackle.
Or
throws it away. Wisely throws it away. He's making it a 2nd and 10.
You know, is he gonna try to pick up the pace and force the ball down the field, knowing that, you know, this half is almost over? Maybe. But like you say, he don't care. He don't care. But, you know, everybody else cares.
Yeah. This is what it comes down to, man. Big plays being made, money on the line. For some, because you got to get to the playoffs to even get to the money. So if you don't make the playoffs, he broke a tackle. Dimes giving Honcho all he can handle right now.
For as long as he did, you know, that definitely
3rd and 10
plays a part in it. But we'll see what this tight end route's looking like.
I like the way that looks. Looks sneaky. Looks sneaky.
It does, doesn't it? It does. It's beautiful.
Well, the pressure's there. Breaks a sack and ooh.
Yeah.
Brought down. The pressure's on. The heat is on. Dime sitting in the heat, and he let you know that I'm not to be played with right now.
We're going for it right here. In any capacity.
He's going for it.
It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it all pans out, man.
No, that's fair.
4 for 23. All or nothing on the line. Let's see if Honcho can get the first down here. Pressure's on, pressure. And he doesn't get it. And Dimes
looking very. Go ahead.
Dimes has great field position right now, Philly guy.
He does, and unfortunately, it just seems like, Honcho doesn't really care. He knows what it's about. It's about championships.
Yeah.
It's not about division titles.
No. It's definitely about the championships.
So, is it too much to expect for him to do other teams a solid when they had the whole season to take care of business on their own? I say yes.
No. Well,
Honcho has to worry about Honcho.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. But yeah, the question is, will he do the necessary to get those hinging on the Dimes loss to get into the playoffs to let them in? I don't know why you're looking at it. We're looking at ads too.
He don't care.
So
He don't care. Because it is what it is. Like, if this is going to be Dom's strategy, should they meet again in the playoffs, when it's win or go home, Honcho be prepared for it. Because honestly, I don't know if this is the strategy that Dom's employed the last time that they played.
Yeah.
During the regular season.
We're back to official gameplay. But yeah.
So, he might have some choice words. He might feel some kind of way. Might feel like the strategy is beneath Dimes. If you're supposed to be, as good as you are leading people to believe.
So we got a 3rd and 9 right here, man. Dimes trying to get into the end zone. Regardless, he can walk away with 3. That's a win for him. Did a great job of milking the clock in the first half, man.
Oh yeah. And so he, decides to play it safe.
And takes the 3. He's gonna take the 3.
And that's what you do in this situation. You get a 2-score lead. And Honcho's gonna be getting the ball back.
And could you imagine the playoffs without Dimes? What would the playoffs be without Dimes?
Well, I'll tell you what they were before he got here. It was Honcho winning the Super Bowl. I'll tell you what they were after he got here. It was Honcho winning Super Bowl.
You mean championship, national championships?
Yeah, you're right. It all just blends together. All the concussions.
Here we go.
Losing seasons. Can't keep it separate. But nah, man. Like, for real though, it's really just that simple.
Yeah.
Honcho doesn't care. I mean, he's pretty much won a championship every way possible this season.
No, definitely.
So, yeah, it's whatever. Like, he's going to the go-to route combination here. Some of you familiar with this play, or some of you are not. Got to hold on to the rock. Let's see here.
There you go. Steps up in the pocket and lets it rip and gets a gain of 10 on the play. First down, 14 seconds left, no timeouts. What can Honcho do, man?
Only got 14 seconds left, so
it's a lot. That's a lot of time, man.
So I'm not seeing anything that Honcho was able to do. Um, maybe they both have it on. Maybe they both have previous play art on.
I don't know,
That's why.
but it's definitely a luxury to have if you're the perks of winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna quickly spike the ball here, and maybe get himself in field goal range, possibly. One shot, maybe get out of bounds and take a chance at a field goal. What do you say, Philly?
Yeah, I mean, if he can get the ball in the middle of the field, maybe if he has 5 seconds to get to the sidelines, but he's got to get a lot of yards on here.
Ooh, he stays in the middle of the field, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I still think that this was still too far for him to kick that field goal, but we'll never know because it's halftime. VA Dimes and the True Clock strategy are up 10-0.
Wow, great execution by VA Dimes. First half. Great strategy. Great game plan.
Great game.
See if he, has a sense of urgency. Score quickly, knowing that VA Dimes is going to True Clock again.
Mm-hmm.
Hold him to a field goal. If he's able to score a touchdown here, that's going to be a win because then he'll have an opportunity to dominate and win the game, even if it is a 1-point win. All right, so who are the teams that will benefit the most from a Honcho victory?
From a Honcho victory, it would be Georgia, possibly USC, possibly. Oh wow, he's out of here.
Okay. Oh, one man to beat.
Possibly Miami.
Because here's the thing. I'm looking at Oklahoma, right?
Uh-huh.
They're ranked 5th.
Yeah.
And they're sitting at 8-4.
Mm-hmm.
So Arkansas is 7th at 9-3.
Yeah.
Now I'm not really too sure what that's about.
That's because Oklahoma beat Arkansas.
I'm just saying he's still +1.
That's a head-to-head matchup in a conference matchup too. So,
I understand that, but I'm just saying, that percentage is still higher.
But no, that's not a conference, or is it? Oh, yeah, it's a conference matchup.
So I'm just saying that if there's any weight to making the SEC championship, I wonder if that's going to be factored in because, yeah, Dimes would have 4 losses.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville's not going anywhere. So it comes down to Oklahoma, and everybody else. They're 10-3.
Yeah.
But how far do you think he would drop? Because we know point differential plays a huge role in this. So, whether Honcho wins or loses, or Dime wins or loses, what are we really looking at here?
We are looking at, like I said, it's going to come down to, like I said, if Honcho somehow pulls this out and was able to win this game,
Mm-hmm.
then we might see a Georgia appearance in the playoffs. And that's a team that you kind of don't want to make the playoffs because if you get matched up with them and that fast, they got a really, really fast roster. I mean, like, both sides of the ball fast. Linebackers fast, secondary fast, running backs fast, receivers fast, quarterback fast. Like, that's a real fast roster that a lot of people probably didn't plan for going into this. You know what I mean? So if you get matched up with a Georgia, then you might be in trouble.
Well, I'm asking because I know Arkansas is sitting at 7 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Georgia's sitting at 12.
Mm-hmm.
But Arkansas is in the SEC championship. And so if they lose to Tennessee. You know, and it's a close game.
Yeah.
Are they going to fall far enough for Georgia to move up?
Yeah, I think they might. Georgia's one spot out. Like, he's literally one spot out. So if there was anybody that would move up, it would probably be Georgia to move up next. So, but in order to get that repositioning, we need Honcho to win this game. And like I said, and what would the playoffs be without a VA Dimes? You know what I mean?
Be just like season 1.
Do you remember? Does anybody remember season 1?
Yeah, Honcho won season 1. That's all you. That's all you need to remember. That's all you need to remember. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there to talk about?
Oh wow.
You know. But I'm just the main reason why I'm asking is because I know a lot of the viewers can't see the top 25, but just so it puts it into perspective, a little context here.
Yeah.
Miami is ranked 13 overall and they're 6-6. Penn State is ranked 15th overall and they're 6-6. Now, USC is 8-4 and they're ranked 18th. So, that's 2 more wins than Penn State. They're in the same division, same conference rather. Sorry. So you just wonder if the game is going to look at it like that. Is there a possibility, again, in a close game, that Arkansas will go to the playoffs and not Georgia?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a lot going
right
on.
Now,
a lot at stake, man. A lot at stake in this game.
Yep. I mean, and to be fair, there's nothing that Georgia could have done differently. Because
could have won more games.
Well, no, 9-3 should get you in.
No. You gotta play to perfection, bro.
Nah, 9-3 should get you in.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, in all fairness, there should be no room for a computer team in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, the conference aspect of it, they're gonna get a spot because there's only 4 user conferences. So
I understand that, but
that was lucky. That was lucky right there. That was lucky.
Hey, with skill and preparation combined, should have been picked off. Absolutely.
Positively.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
All right, here we go, man. Dimes motions a man out, hands it off, gets blasted, no gain on the play.
Trying to get clever there. You don't have to flex that dude out because there's really nowhere for him to go in terms of blocking. If you're going to run the ball, you're better off having him coming out the backfield as a lead blocker than bringing him up to the line of scrimmage because you can see the defensive line is being pinched right there. So.
And a loss of no gain on the play again. I thought it was gonna be a loss. No gain on the play again.
Should have been.
Shout out to Honcho and that stout defense he's putting up right now.
Yeah, he's doing a much better job formation wise of recognizing what Dimes is trying to do. And he was waiting on that. That's what he was waiting on.
Wow.
So it's not looking good for VA Dimes. He's a little predictable. And there you have it.
He came out with the game plan like, I know this guy's better than me, or I know this team is better than mine. So it's like, and when that game plan backfires, chewing clock, man. You may have clocked yourself in the long run. He was waiting for the bubble. It was there, and he picked it off. And, yeah. At some point in time, Dimes is going to go throw that bubble screen or throw that screen to the smoke screen to the receiver, and he threw it right to a defender right there. Honcho played that perfectly.
For it. He's waiting for it.
No, he's definitely waiting for it. Definitely waiting for it.
You know. But hey, dread it, run from it. Destiny rides all the time.
Man, all right. Well, look, here we are. 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Dimes has the ball back. He's only down 4. If he can get a touchdown, he's back in the ball game. But a loss of 1 is not a great start. Loss of 1 on the play. Dimes gonna have to do a much better job of getting the ball going, and I don't even know if he's aware that he still has 2 clock on. Yeah, roll that into the 4th. But he may have chewed clock on himself. Do you stick with the chew clock game plan, Philly, or do you kind of deviate from it now and get to like just pacey and stuff so you can actually get down the score? Try to figure out something on defense. I guess.
Doing it.
Huh?
You keep doing it.
Okay. All right, 3rd and 8. He's clearly stopped the 2 clock thing. Maybe it's because he's going no huddle, but
I mean, it probably has a lot to do with it. But
yeah.
I think field position, maybe he switches that up.
All right, and he catches it. Great catch. First down. And I'm looking at how difficult it is for Dimes to move the ball. He's moving the ball, but it hasn't been easy at all.
No.
Honcho's made it extremely hard every step of the way.
Yeah, and you know it's not going to be easy. You know, the question is, what type of success will VA Dimes have without the bubble? Because it's obvious that Honcho is waiting for it. So can you use that against him and push the ball down the field? I don't think Dimes feels comfortable enough in his vertical passing attack to do that.
No, I don't think so either.
And clearly he's got numbers on the right side, but, you know, he's putting people in motion. You know, that's what you do when you want to run the ball. You know, that was a wasted move right there.
Swings it out. Makes a man miss. It's upfield, and he makes it a 3rd and 3. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. As time winds down, VA Dimes looking for answers, looking for something to change.
But leaving us with a lot of questions as to who is going to get
lots of questions. Lots of questions.
Football playoffs. Yes.
Yeah, lots of questions. Some just may want Dimes to lose just to see who gets in if he loses. Just out of curiosity.
Curiosity. I mean, you know, you call it what you want, but it's a lot of player hater. A lot of player haters there. You know what I mean?
Man,
a lot of player haters. People making excuses about why, you know, they have to cheat or they have to do things a certain way that some would consider to be illegal, cheesy, you know. But at this point, you know, Honcho, he really didn't have to do much. He just sat and waited on the bubble screen.
Oh my God, more ads from Honcho.
Yeah, and he got the lead. So he doesn't really care about what VA Dimes is deciding to do.
Yeah, I'm impressed by the resilience of Honcho in this game. The fact that Dimes came out with something that probably caught him off guard with the chewing clock and milking the clock and all of that stuff, and he was able to adjust, adapt, and, you know, keep it rolling, keep things moving, you know. So shout out to Honcho in that regard. Also, holding Dimes to only 10 points in the first half, big feat, you know what I mean. Also only allowing him to have 10 points up until the fourth quarter, another remarkable feat. So I want to give Honcho the credit that he deserves. Also the Dimes too, holding Honcho to 14 points so far. Mm-hmm. But we'll see how it all pans out moving forward, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for all the reasons that you mentioned. But when you win 6 championships, there's nothing that should be rattling you at this point. There's nothing that you shouldn't have experienced at this point.
Yeah.
So, you can say what you want about being neutral field or whatever, but I'm like, he's the home team. He's the home team. They know who the favorite is. The algorithm knows who the favorite is. And I think that may be something to consider is time of possession. Like if granted, we have not gotten a specific answer, and I don't think we ever will from the developers, but I gotta believe that time of possession has got to have something to do with that. It's got to have something to do with the rankings. It's got to have something.
Time of possession?
Yes. Because if you think about it.
Nah.
Think about it. If you're scoring very quickly.
Oh, we got a step. And he gets him. Oh, no. Big play by V.A. Dimes. Ice in his veins. But can he get a stop?
I think Honcho did that on purpose. I do. I really do.
You think so? You think he has a play drawn up to get him in the end zone again? I'm like, if you can get Dimes out of here, get Dimes out of here because he's always a wild card. You know what I mean? Like, if you can get him out of here, completely out of here, out the picture by winning this game, get him out of here.
But see, it took damn near 6 minutes.
Yeah, it took a while.
Right. So Honcho's like, look, I got all my timeouts. If he's going to take his shot, right? And he took it and he got it. But Honcho's like, look, I'd rather have the ball in my hands last.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he can no huddle, he can call timeout, he can do whatever. He knows he needs a field goal, but obviously he's going for the touchdown. So I really feel like he was just like, you know what? If I let too much time run off of this clock, I'm not going to have an opportunity to win this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it done. And quick sack by V.A. Dimes, and Honcho calls a quick timeout. But I think this is going to be the determining factor right here. Can Dimes keep on dialing up that pressure and getting to the quarterback?
That, but I mean, the defender, he got through a double team, and sometimes I feel like Honcho's just all right. Let me take a look. Let me see what these depths are so that I can counter with my next play. Like I don't think he's really worried about it.
You better be worried about it. Just back again. That pressure's right there again.
I'm just saying, like he missed the dude. Dude was wide open.
This could be the beginning of the end right here.
RB was wide open.
Hey, this could be the beginning of the end.
RB was wide open. I don't know how he missed that, but he did. Plenty of time in the pocket.
4th and 1.
After a ridiculous throw, excellent pocket presence. So, again, he held on to the ball too long on that last set of downs. But right here, will the receiver hold on to the ball?
That is the question. Or will he even have time to get it off? That's the bigger question.
Right, because we know Honcho ain't running. So it looks like he's going to be attacking the outside speed route. Yep.
Ooh. Way to drag them toes.
Oh, the booth.
Review it. They may overturn it. No, they didn't. Okay.
Yeah, and those speed outs we saw during, I think their last matchup. Dimes was struggling with the speed outs.
Yeah.
And throwing it. So, you got to look at it from the standpoint of Honcho able to get it, and you see him taking advantage of the underneath route.
Yeah.
And he's still got plenty of time left. He's got 12 seconds. He's at the 41. Dimes does not want to give up the big play, so Honcho is going to have to make some really important decisions here. Can't have more than 6 seconds run off the clock. Got to get in field goal range. Here comes the pressure.
Ooh, wasn't able to get it off. 7 seconds left, man. You got to get a field goal, either field goal range or make a big play, touchdown, score. This is it, man. Dimes may secure a spot in the playoffs.
We would send you to a live look into the Georgia fans. All eyes are on this down and distance. 7 seconds left to go. Plenty of time. Throws it up the middle of the field.
And he calls it. Does he call the timeout?
He has to.
Timeout. He's in field goal range, 57 yards. I don't know if that's a reach.
Hey, man.
Does he have 57 yards in him, though?
Does he have a 5-star kicker? Well, he's setting it up. We'll know.
Ooh.
It's
good. Oh, my God.
Good.
Oh, my God. What a kick by Honcho. What a kick.
Say less.
57-yarder in the SEC championship. Calling out his shots. Getting it done. GOAT-like energy. Look at that kick. He knew it was good when he left his foot. Feel it.
Dread it. Run from it. Destiny.
Oh, he's out of there. Oh. Gain of 7 on the play.
He is inevitable. He is Honcho.
He is Honcho.
He is Honcho.
Oh, man.
I mean, at least in college football, Dimes doesn't deserve the Thanos mantle. Oh, look at the blocking.
Great blocking.
That's right. Get that first down. And I mean, just thinking about everything that VA Dimes did in this game, and Honcho is still here with an opportunity to win it. He's not going to make it to the edge, but Dimes dives too soon. So only a loss of 4 on the play.
Man.
Gives Honcho a little bit more space to operate. He's got numbers on the left side, but he decides not to put a man in motion. Ooh. There you see the time of possession, 12.5 to 4.5. The poorly thrown ball there. Man was open.
There we go.
And you got to believe that this is some sort of a dime defense. So, no pun intended. Excuse me.
Dot.
That was a huge catch right there.
Great catch.
Across the middle, triple coverage. Holds on to it.
Honcho is the GOAT, man. If he gets,
and what does B.A. Dimes do, man? He doesn't have room.
The good thing is he gets a possession.
He does. But he doesn't have the room.
But that's touchdown.
As we see him scoring right here. He doesn't have the room for Honcho to change his zone depths like that. So Honcho clearly is sitting on any type of RPO action.
Yeah.
The real question is going to be, what is Dimes going to do? Did he remember to turn shoe clock off? Because the last thing that he wants is a delay a game. Can't do that. You cannot do that.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter in this situation because you get your downs, and you just got the play clock. So that's nothing else really matters here. So you gotta run your game plan. Hopefully, you execute, you get it done. And first play, almost 88 out the gate. Oh boy! Running back gets a great game. The Dollar defense may not be the best defense. And Dimes makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, fights for extra yards, gets to about the 2 or 3 yard line.
Being rewarded here for running the ball against that formation.
Yeah.
Yep. Expecting Honcho to switch to a 3-4.
And now this
Time to
gives
getting
you,
that. Yeah.
gives you an opportunity. And I would expect the quarterback run here. It's going to be the quarterback.
Oh, if you don't know,
Oh,
3rd and 1, but he still got a yard on the play, so he's gonna no huddle here.
he's going to do it again. Do it again. Run it again. There you go.
Oh, and they missed the man. The question is going to be,
Does Zions go for
based
2?
on what you've seen, no. Who do you feel right now has the advantage?
Zions going for 2, man.
Oh, so guess he's trying to wrap this up.
You got to go for 2 when you in these games, man. You got to have a play. You got to have a game plan. You have to have something you're ready to go to.
You do. Look for him to yep, they're okay. He flexed him out. So you already know you got to keep your eye on that quarterback.
Yep.
Pay attention to the hits or any routes coming across the middle.
Got him. And he wins the game. Zions does it. Got it done.
Excellent play call.
Great play call. Arkansas does it by any means necessary. Gets it done. Hey, and I will say every conference championship game was like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Every conference championship game. Every game was like that, bro. Every game came down to the wire, either 2-point conversion or something crazy. But shout out to everybody that's moving on. And we're about to advance. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we need to see.
find out what the deal is.
Yeah. Who is a part of that?
Oh, yeah,
Who's a
well,
part of that?
the Big Ten. It kind of did. You was down. You was losing. You were down, TG. You came back. So it was kind of like, all resilient efforts by everybody that participated. Look at that. Where you going? Oh, he knew that zig route was coming when he lined up and he manned up the wrong guy.
That's for the best of us.
Yeah. So you gotta mainly go over and cover that. That dude broke like he knew the route. Like, oh, that's the route. You see that like he broke like, yeah, slant. So yeah. Well, that's that, man. Did you enjoy the game, Philly?
I enjoyed it tremendously because it gives us an opportunity to advance, and then we get a chance to see who's actually going to be participating in the college football playoffs. Obviously, we know it's going to be Honcho. Obviously, we know it's going to be VA Dimes. But who else is going to be there, and what will the matchups be?
That's gonna be interesting to see, man. That's gonna be interesting to see. Let's see. Let me get Blaze on the line and see if we can get a call. See if he's
So you
gonna.
like your number, so he doesn't feel like,
Oh yeah. Let's see.
game likely.
Let's see. Let me call him.
There you go. And if you start hollering advance in the chat, it's only going to take them even longer to get around to it. So, unfortunately, we will not be finding out at this very moment.
But we will get to see who and what landed where. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let's go to the CFB brackets. All right. So now this is a clearer picture of things. Dimes moves to number 2. Wisconsin moves to number 4, and Ole Miss moves to number 3. I don't know, man. Let's see. So Honcho's gonna play the computer. That's what we do know, right? So he'll play the computer, and once he wins that game, he'll go on to play Wisconsin, which I figured would be the easiest road to the championship. You got, let's see, I would say you got possibly Ole Miss is 5. Ole Miss is 5. Oh, we advanced. We see it even clearer now. So let's see.
Right. Yo, shout out to Blaze. Paying attention to the podcast. Not in the mood to talk to me, James, on the phone. Especially when we're live on air.
Yeah, you know he's weird like that.
Hey, man.
Oh, Heisman. Manuel Ficken. Oh, yeah, we got a bowl game, baby.
The first one that came up. Music City Bowl at that.
Yeah, you know I love Tennessee, bro.
I know you do.
Let's see. CFB bracket. Let's see what the final bracket looks like.
Drum, please.
All right, here we go. So
That's no computer. That's Notre Dame.
So we got Mississippi State. Versus that's even better. They hate each other. Mississippi State versus computer. He get to play Wisconsin right after. Okay. Then you got Illinois at Florida State. Ooh. You got Tennessee at Notre Dame. And you got Oklahoma at Louisville. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I like it. I love it. I'm just mad I'm not in it. But we do get to call the games, Philly. So it's like we're part of the action, even though we didn't make the playoffs.
Say it's better than being in the playoffs because we both know it's not. But I will tell you, being able to watch all of these games, being able to call these games, man, if you're not in these playoffs either, you definitely don't want to miss the action. So come and join us in figuring out who is going to be. Is it going to be TG? He's won a chip before. Is it going to be Honcho? Is he going to add another one to the mantle? Or is somebody else going to break through?
Great question. Let me see if anybody on my team decommitted. Just to make sure real quick. All right, no decommits. We're good. All right. All right, good. We got, who else we got here? All right, we're good. No decommits. We're good. So with that being said, congratulations to everybody that made it to the playoffs, that'll be competing, that will be fighting for they're fighting their way to the championship rounds. And let's get it done. Let's get them games in, man. Lock in as soon as possible. I was playing.
Yes.
No, we get them games in, man. Let's go. Anything you want to say in closing, Philly?
Hey, just make sure you hit that like, follow, and subscribe button.
Yes, indeed.
Because even though these are the 2030 college football playoffs, you got to remember something. The new game is going to be coming out shortly, and you want to make sure, if you didn't have success in college football, that at least you are staying in the know and seeing what all the big dogs are doing, because these are some of the best to ever do it, especially for this year. So you don't want to miss out. You might add a little wrinkle to your game, and maybe you can make a name for yourself next year.
Definitely. And make sure you stay on the lookout for them Man Underground Pro League playoffs too, and our Madden Pro League franchise. We're getting closer to the playoffs over there as well. So make sure you guys keep it locked. We'll have some of those games that matter. We'll broadcast some of those games that matter this week or the weeks coming as we get closer to the playoffs. So make sure you guys keep it locked as well. So hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We appreciate your viewership. And We will see you guys next time. I got a bowl game to play. We are out of here.